Hello, Master Manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I am back with another video. This is like kind of blinding me. But I'm back with another video. This video, we're going to be talking about 3 spiritual principles, techniques. They're not really techniques, they're more principles or things that you can do to help you master manifestation. And I am telling you, these things are honestly fundamental to manifestation, and they're not really talked about very often, especially like they're talked about more in like the law of attraction community and spiritual communities for sure, but in law of assumption has somehow kind of separated itself from spirituality, which is really crazy to me. But yeah, these things actually do like heavily help you and assist you in manifesting. Hi, Ty. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before I do, I am Olivia Grace. Hi, Brown Bunny. I am Olivia Grace. I am hi, Mama Magic. Hi, Anita. Hi, Reality Manifested. I am a manifestation teacher. I speak about law of assumption and manifestation on this channel. So if you are interested in any of those topics, then you should totally be here. You should subscribe, like the video, comment on the video, share the video with someone that you think it will help. Hi, every day. So let me pull up my notes, guys. Other than that, you guys, so my stand store is not quite finished, but it's finished enough. I just put it in the thing. I need to tweak a little bit more things. Hey, Lyric, I love you. Hi, Vicky. Hey, Sherry. But what that is doing, you guys, the stand store is going to allow you guys to do payment plans for my group programs. So check that out, you guys. The link is in the description. Go check it out. I'm still kind of like working a little things out, so just let me know if you run into any issues. I'm really excited about that, though. Really excited about my Patreon, you guys, that I just launched. That link is also in the description. And what the Patreon does is I post like in real time the epiphanies that I'm having, what meditations exactly that I'm doing, what rampages or affirmations, what is my like daily process. So if you guys are interested to see how I personally manifest, then the Patreon is a great thing for you to do. I'm also going to do group coaching once a month there on the Patreon, so definitely join that. Hi, Inez. Hi, Brienne. Hi, Heaven. Hey, Summer. I haven't seen you in a while. Summer, they need to or is it, no, it's not L'Oreal, it's Lancome. I don't even know how to say it. They need to pay you some commission, girl, because so many people bought that primer from your suggestion. Hey, Miss Mitchell. All right, so that's that, you guys. Really quickly, I am hosting 2 group coaching programs next month. My Business Divine for quantum leaping in your business, making 10K at least or more, hopefully more. Hopefully you want more, but I'm gonna help you get what you want. So if you are interested, email me. If you are interested in the Light of Love. Now, the Light of Love is fully functioning on the stand store, so you should be able to go through there and purchase it or do a payment plan or whatever you want to do for the Light of Love. Both of these are closing within the next couple of days because they're about to start in September. So if you want to join, now is the time, okay? All right, now that we got everything out the way, hey, Carol, hey, Kaylin, let's chat about these 3 spiritual principles that really do assist with manifestation, right? Just a second, you guys. I want to pull this up. But, well, I really know what I'm going to say. So the thing is, the first one, hey, Crystal, the first one is meditation. Now, you guys, I talk a lot about, I reference it a lot, but I don't talk too much about it, okay? But somebody asked me to make a video on meditation, and I don't feel like I need to make a video on meditation by itself, but I do think having a video on why meditation is fundamental when it comes to manifesting, okay? And when, like, I know you definitely don't have to meditate. You don't have to do anything that I'm telling you to do, but I'm telling you guys from my experience, the things that make a huge difference, you guys, okay? I'm telling you guys, I would say I can like 10x my state when I meditate. When I'm just going through my day, not meditating, not, just going through my day, versus when I actually sit down, and it doesn't have to be long. I did a 15-minute meditation today, and I felt like I was about to damn levitate off the couch. Okay. So now, why is meditation so important when it comes to manifesting? A lot of reasons. The first is that manifestation is a mind game, you guys. Manifestation it's really a game of focus and disciplining your mind, right? Now, focus and disciplining your mind are two things that majority of us are not just walking around with, right? So there are some of us that are pretty focused, right? But disciplining our mind, that's not something anybody learns unless you just grew up like a Buddhist monk or something. You know what I mean? We are taught to observe and react. Observe and react. Oh, is, the stock market going down? Sell all your stocks then. Oh, is, your man not treating you right? It's because men ain't shit. We are taught to look and deduct and assume based off of what facts are, or assume based off of our memories, right? What happened in the past. This is why if you feel like, damn, I'm living the same day over and over, the same year over and over, right? This is my 5th 2022. You know what I mean? Like if you're feeling like that because you continue to create from the evidence of the past, which is what your present reality really is, right? So disciplining your mind, right? This is what people always say to me, Olivia, how are you deciding? How do you deal with 3D, right? Which I have a whole 3D playlist, so I'll put that in the description for you guys, because I can't tag videos in my lives. But how do you deal with the 3D, right? Why don't you react, or how do you not react, dude? When you know that you are creating your reality, and you know that you are creating your reality through the medium of your attention, you would be mindful of where you put your attention, period, right? But the reason why you let your mind run amok, right, is a couple of things. One, it's very undisciplined. Two, you're consumed by fear, okay? You're consumed by fear. That's why you feel, even though the old story is probably scary or something that you don't want, you feel safer and assuming that things are going to go wrong, or things are going to go that way that you can predict easily, and that way you can at least maybe prepare yourself, rather than coming into the story of your new self, right? So like an example would be like, let's say there's a tornado coming, and you decide, I want to manifest away the tornado, but you're afraid. So you're like, I want to manifest away the tornado, but I mean, it's storming, it's dark, I'm gonna get in the cellar, I'm gonna get my flashlights, I'm gonna do this, and I can't really give attention to that, it's not gonna come, right? And you're in that moment because of the fear, you're choosing, right? You're persisting in that it is gonna come, it is gonna happen, instead of it's not. Because the consequence of you being wrong is too great for you, right? So you'd rather be right and suffer. I knew I was gonna suffer. At least I prepared. I knew me and my man wasn't gonna work out. That's why I had some hoes on the back burner, right? So I knew he wasn't gonna really want to be with me. That's why I just, broke up with him before he could break up with me, right? So you're persisting in the old story. But if you know, right, that what you say, what you give attention to, what you amplify is your experience. That was something that I think helped me, was in the beginning of my manifestation journey. I used to say to myself, like, what if I manifested instantly? Like, what if as soon as I said something, it happened, right? And that can cause some anxiety for some people, so don't do that if it does. But for me, what it made me was mindful of what I'm saying, right? Like, what if it's like, I have to be mindful of what I'm saying. I have to basically, I have to act like I know that I'm the creator, right? That's the thing, y'all. You got to act like you know, right? You got to be like you know. Now, back to meditation, because that was a little bit of a tangent. But meditating helps you to discipline your mind So a lot of people try with meditating. They're like, I can't meditate. I tried that before and it didn't work for me. Okay, that's not how meditation works, okay? You don't just try to do it. That's like me saying, hey, go run a 5K and you've never fucking ran anywhere before. And you're like, yeah, no, I can't do that. No, it's a training. You train, you continue. It's a practice, right? I've been meditating for almost 10 years now, and there's still times where my mind wanders the entire time. It's not a problem that your mind wanders. It's actually part of the training to bring your mind back, right? It's just like manifesting, right? It's not like, it doesn't matter that 3D is telling you something different. It doesn't matter that you spiraled. It doesn't matter that you fell into the old story. What matters is that you continuously bring yourself back, right? To who you are, who you want to be, who you decided that you are now, right? So meditation helps you do that. Now, meditation also regulates your nervous system, okay? So it regulates, like when you're deep breathing, when you're sitting. Everybody right now, I want you to just find stillness right now. I want you to just, if you can, close your eyes. If you can, it's okay, but just sit where you are, and I want you to find stillness in your body. Focus on making your body as still as possible. Like you're robbing a bank and they got those lasers across. If you move, you're fucking cooked. Be as still as possible. Okay. As you're doing that, you're becoming present. That's that feeling. Some of you guys probably started to feel like a release. Probably a lot of you guys started to become aware of the tension that was already there, right? So this is, actually, as I'm saying this, I see how meditation and manifestation are really similar. Because when we're manifesting something, what happens when you decide, a lot of people say, my life started falling apart. No, you became aware of all the things that are unlike the new story, right? And so when you're meditating and you come into that peace, when I say find stillness in your body right now, what you do is you give your undivided attention to your body and your undivided attention to this moment, because you're searching for something in a moment. And so when you start to search for stillness, when you start to search for peace, when you claim that, you start to become aware of the tension in your body, of where's the parts that I'm not allowing, where's the parts where I'm like drawing in, right? So awareness is everything, because we can't transcend what we're not aware of, right? I said in a video before that, like, one of my core beliefs that I had was being unwanted, right? Middle child syndrome. But I was not aware that I felt like that until I went through the SP journey. So these things, these problems are making us aware of the stories that we now have the opportunity to transcend, right? But if we're not aware of the story, if we're so concerned about what the story has provided to us, we're so concerned about the circumstance that's just a byproduct of the story, right? And you're trying to fix the byproduct without ever changing the story, then that's how you get in those loops. That's how you get in those frustrating loops. And I've been doing this for years and I'm not getting anywhere, right? Because you're worried about the byproduct instead of the story that you're telling. When you become curious about the byproduct, instead of blaming everybody else, right? When you're a person that's like, oh, it's their fault, it's his fault, it's her fault, it's their fault, it's everybody else, and I'm just so sweet and everybody's mean to me, and that's why my life is like this. Okay. Well, then you never get to look at yourself. You guys ever known somebody who, like, no matter, like, is always in, like, drama with people? Like, no matter where they go from circumstance, from job to job, school to school, man to man, and everybody in their life is just a problem, right? Everybody's so mean. Oh, this person is toxic. Everybody's toxic, right? These are the people, I gotta keep my sage on deck because it's full of toxic, negative energy vampires. Why do you think they're coming to you? Why out of the billions of people is all the toxic people coming to you? Oh my God, y'all, the thing that just came to my mind, I'm gonna say it. Cat Williams was like, I don't even know if I should say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. But Cat Williams is funny as fuck. I'm not gonna say it, but but why do you think though, you guys, that it's all coming to you? And again, it's not a blame and shame. It's an awareness. Hey, what's the common denominator here? If Tim, Tom, Barry, Joe, Carlos, Julio, fucking Dan, Tommy, all of them doing the same shit to me, then who's the common denominator? But you're never gonna see that if you're so focused on outside, right? And you're never gonna see that until you become aware. Like when I first meditated, you guys, I remember it. And I remember becoming aware of the tension in my body. And I was like, this whole time I felt like this, and I didn't even know that I felt like that, right? When I told you guys, find stillness in your body, you didn't even, there's things that's like tight that you didn't even know. And you can't release it until you become aware of it. And that's what meditation helps you do. So let's get to the next part. Gratitude, okay? Now, this is something that people say is law of attraction-y. I'm going to be real, you guys. The law of attraction is not wrong. The law of attraction and the law of assumption is not the same thing, how they're practiced, but it's based on, the law of assumption is based on the law of attraction, right? You are attracting what you are, okay? So that's that. But gratitude, here's why, okay? A lot of people are constantly trying to get, this is why I noticed this and a lot of people notice this. I came across the law of assumption and my life went to shit. I came across the law of assumption and realized I'm so powerful, I can do whatever I want, and my life went to shit, right? And why is that? Because in the moment that you become aware that I can create anything, I'm gonna create anything, you also simultaneously become aware of all that there is to create. And then you get on this law of YouTube that's teaching you to force and all this stuff without really having any foundational and fundamental understanding of how the mind works and how manifestation actually works. So you're staying literally in the state of, I don't have things, everything's wrong. If I'm so powerful, right? I'm so powerful, then I should be a millionaire. Why do I only earn $15 an hour at the Dollar General, right? This is wrong. This is not right. I shouldn't be here. I should be a millionaire. So I'm going to spend all my time trying to be a millionaire, right? And every day, you know, you're doing your money affirmations, and they're like, hey, you know, we're gonna give you a raise here at Dollar General. You're like, man, that's some bullshit. I want to raise a fucking Dollar General. I want my millions, right? But what you're doing, think about the state of wanting, right? I want. It's I don't have. It's a state of lack, right? It's a state of what's missing. When you're a law of assumptioner and you're like, yeah, I should be manifesting instantly. I should be manifesting in 3 days. It's been 3 days and I don't have anything. You wake up, okay, I'm manifesting that SP texts me in 3 days. It's day 3. He didn't text me. It doesn't work. It's not working. I must need to do some more affirmations, right? You're constantly aware of what's not here. That's why your life has went to shit. It's not the law of assumption. It's that with great power comes great responsibility, right? With great awareness of power, of course it's going to make us want to create hella shit, right? But the state that you're creating it from, if it's a state of I don't have and nothing in my life is right? That's a lot of the time the state. It's nothing in my life is right. And it's coming from the belief and the feeling of my life can be so good, right? My life can be so good, but it's not. It's not. I need to do 300,000 affirmations before it's ever going to be good. Or I've done 300,000 and it's still shitty. So life is reflecting back to you that decision, that feeling that life is not right. When you are in this mode of life is not right, this is not going well. It could be so much better. Oh my God, right? There's a difference between, it could be so much better, and wow, it could probably be even better. It's two different things, right? But most of us are in the first one, right? So what gratitude does is no matter what the fuck you have or don't have, you can find something to appreciate. The bum on the street can find something to appreciate, right? And they have nothing. At least you got clothes. I ain't seen no naked bum ever in my life. You know what I'm saying? At least you have an overpass to sleep under to shield you from the rain, right? And it's not that we should lower ourselves. Like, okay, so gratitude is not accepting lower for yourself. What gratitude is looking for what you have. It's creating the state of I have, I'm having, right? I'm having. And The great thing about gratitude is that you don't need anything in your life to change for you to be grateful, right? I knew a person that one time told me, like, I don't have anything to be grateful for. And she was living rent-free at a house, a nice house. Didn't have bills. But in her state, she's like, I don't have anything to be grateful for, right? So we all swear to God, right? Especially us that's maybe paying bills, behind on bills, maybe don't have a home or whatever. Oh, if I was there, I would be grateful. And you would, now that you have that contrasting experience, right? But gratitude is not in things, right? It's not in things. It's in what we think about our things. There's somebody right now that made 10K this month and is like, ugh, 10K. My goal is 50. This is bullshit. You know what I mean? And so this is the thing about gratitude too, because there can be the gratitude that's taught in like religion is like a meek, you don't deserve shit, you better be grateful that you even took a breath today type of feeling, right? And that's not really the gratitude that we want to come from. It's not, oh Lord, you just paid my Section 8 rent. Thank you, God. I barely deserve it. I'm worse than a worm. I should be on the fucking street, but you got me. Well, they wouldn't say that, but I should be on the street because, but your grace and all that, I'm still here. Woohoo, right? It's not that. Versus just deciding to look to appreciate. That is a practice and a habit, you guys. So once again, when you're focused on what's outside, oh, all I need is just this thing to come through, the money to come through, the person to come through, the health to come through, the whatever, the reality to change, then I'll be grateful for sure. No, because you're not a grateful person, right? And as long as you're not a grateful person, you guys, you'll never be happy. Because I don't care what you want right now, you guys. You could receive it, all of it in full now. By tomorrow, you will have something else to want. By tomorrow, okay? We are expanding beings. That's what we came here for. God created the whole universe and didn't even leave it at that. He said, yeah, no, I want it to expand eternally, right? So it's not about gaining anything. It's about what is your view. And this is the same way with manifestation. It's not about what's in front of you. It's about you changing what you decide to see, what you decide to interpret about what's in front of you. And that makes what's in front of you change, right? Now, the last one is actually the most powerful, one of the most powerful. I think these are all actually super powerful, but this is very powerful, and it's awareness. And this, I think, you guys, is like, I don't know if I've ever seen someone other than like freaking Eckhart Tolle talk about this. Right? Maybe Abraham Hicks too. But nobody talks about awareness. This is why, you guys, if you are somebody who's like, I've been doing all the things and nothing's happening, it's because you're still aware of being the version of yourself that doesn't have it. That's your awareness. I'm like, I wake up and I affirm, and then I eat my breakfast and I affirm. And then I listen to subliminals and I do hypnosis and I do this and I do this and I affirm. I don't know why it's not here. Because the version of you that has the thing is not doing that. Okay? Like, and this is kind of the trippy part, because it's like, well, am I supposed to do the technique or am I not? Like, yeah, do the technique. But at some point, if you want to move beyond techniques, you want to become aware. Who am I being? This is the challenge that I'm doing, you guys. I'm sure most of you guys are doing it. The instant manifestation challenge. Maybe I'll plug it in the description. But what I've noticed while I've been just robotically affirming is all the times that I come out of the state, all the times that I say, damn, that thing didn't happen yet. Damn, I failed. I'm gonna have to tell them like I didn't do it. Damn, that sucks. Oh, I guess I know it'll happen. It hasn't happened yet, but it'll happen, right? Oh yeah, time for me to, make this thing happen. How many times am I aware, right? But this is the thing, y'all. We're all doing that. right? So this is something too, you guys. Do not we want to obviously be confident in ourselves and confident in our power, but a master remains a student. You do not ever want to get to the point where you're like, I know everything there is to know. I don't need to be curious about myself or curious about whatever. It's the world's problem, not me. Okay? And I get that, but it's a balance, right? I'm very confident in myself and in my power, and you guys know that. But I never think that I know all that there is to know, right? Erykah Badu says, the man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all, right? There's just and it's not about lowering yourself. It's not about limiting belief. It's that knowing and understanding the expansiveness of the universe. If you were to know everything now, in the next moment, there would be another everything to know, okay? So what that does is allows you to be aware, right? The moment that you decide, I don't need to do anything. I'm doing everything perfectly and there's nothing left for me to do, right? And there's a balance of that, but follow what I'm saying. The moment that you say that, you stop being aware of yourself, right? So if you're thinking everything I'm doing is absolutely the right thing to do, but what you're wanting is not happening, right? And you're not even going to be aware of what is, right? What's the problem? What's going on? What's the thought? What's the identity, right? The awareness comes from, being humble enough to say, right? Where am I still not there yet? Where am I internally, right? Not outwardly. It's not happened yet, so da-da-da-da-da. No, where am I? Where inside of me am I still accepting that it didn't happen, right? What's that part of me that keeps stamping it's happening one day, soon. Not today, though. That's awareness. Being able to observe self, right? Observe self. If you're doing all day long and you're not getting results, right? It's because when you're doing all day long, you are in the state of I'm trying to get. I don't have it. I'm trying to get it. It's not here. I'm at 9,900 affirmations, 100 more, and it'll manifest, right? You're aware right now, guys. Are you aware of being the version of you who has it? Or who's trying? Or it never works for me? Or this is some bullshit, right? What are you aware of being? And the more that you are aware in moment to moment basis, the more that you get to choose instead of just being taken on the ride, right? Awareness is like a roller coaster, right? Like when you're on the roller coaster of life, of emotions, of states, of all this stuff, and you're just going round and round and up and down in circles and all this shit, getting nauseous. Awareness is you stepping off the roller coaster and watching the ride, right? So you're spiraling, but instead of spiraling, you can step outside of you that's spiraling and watch yourself. Like, oh, I'm spiraling. When you get triggered and somebody says something and it triggers you and you want to cuss them out or slap the fuck out of them, you could become aware, okay, wow, yeah, this is triggering me, but why, right? What is it that what is that person ringing a bell about me within, right? What bell are they ringing for me? Right? Oh, they're ringing that bell that I'm not really respected, that people don't respect me, and that bothers me. And that doesn't have any really thing to do with them, right? It has more to do with me. And how can I decide and know that I am always respected instead of making it an issue about this person and how your mama didn't raise you right and shit. And this is not about not standing up for yourself, right? Because that's another level of awareness, right? A lot of people use the law of assumption as an excuse to let people treat them bad, right? Oh, well, I created it, so it's okay that he, throws food at me when it's not hot enough. It's fine. I created it, so it's okay. Fuck no, it's not. Okay? Yeah, we can know that we created something and still not like allow that. You know what I mean? Like you still, and what's the awareness? Again, right? Is the highest version of you allowing somebody to treat her like dirt? Treat him like dirt? No, they're not. They're not allowing that. Okay? They're also not blaming, right? They're also not going into victim mode and saying, yeah, everybody throws food at me. It's not fair. Everybody's mean, right? There's two sides of everything. So people ask me, Olivia, what should I do about this? And I tell them, it doesn't matter what you do, right? I remember having a coach with Jennifer Ramdale. She's one of, like, probably, in my opinion, the GOAT. As far as, other than Neville and Abdullah and Joseph Murphy and them, like the GOAT at this law of assumption stuff. And she's not even like really present on social media. But I had a session with her like a couple years ago when I first learned about law of assumption. And I was asking her about money, and I was like, what do I do? You know, when I need to spend something and I can't, or whatever. And she was like, it doesn't matter what you do. And I remember telling her, like, yeah, I feel like I fall out the state, and then I fall out the state, and what do I do? She's like, it doesn't matter. And I was like, what do you mean it doesn't matter? Like, I couldn't really understand, right? It doesn't matter because, number one, we're in the eternal now. So you could be the version that didn't have it for 12 years and tomorrow decide to be the version that does. And that's instant manifestation, right? So it doesn't matter what you're doing, right? If somebody disrespects you, what do I do? Should I cuss him out or should I let that ride, right? Well, which choice would honor you, right? Would you feel honored if you cuss him out and let him know, like, you got me fucked up? You know what I'm saying? Would that honor you? Would that feel right? Would that feel like the highest version of you? So for some people, it would, and that's not wrong. For some people, they're on some more, you know, turn the other cheek type shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I can see that you're coming from your lower form, and that's okay. I'm not even gonna meet you there. My highest self doesn't even entertain bullshit like that. It's cool. And that's honoring themselves, right? So should you cuss them out or should you not? It doesn't really matter what you do. What's the state that you're coming from? What's the identity that you're coming from? If you yell at them and cuss them out because you're coming from a place of, this person has wronged me, this person is making me feel bad, this person just ruined my day, this person is, you know, whatever, they're in control of what I think about myself, they just made me think something mean about myself, so I gotta get them back, and they, you know, oh, whatever the fuck. Like, okay, well then that's not really the best empowering state, right? If it's like, oh, this person just was disrespecting me and, oh, I'm not going to say anything. I mean, it's okay. I mean, you know, some people are just, nah. Then you're coming from a disempowered state. So it doesn't matter what you do, guys. Do I text them? Do I leave them unblocked? Right? Do I spend? Do I save? Do I affirm? Do I don't? What would feel like the most empowered version of you? So I'm intending that all of this makes sense. If you guys practice these things, they're absolutely going to help you 100,000%. I'm going to go because I have a session in a second. But the 3 principles to level up your manifesting is meditation, gratitude, and awareness. Being aware in the moment. Who am I being now? Okay? So links in the description, you guys. Check out my stand store. You guys should be able to purchase at least the Light of Love course with a payment plan. That only has literally like 2 days left to enroll. So if you want to, go do that. Divine Business, I still need to tweak a couple things. Depending on what time you see this, it might already be fixed. But email me about that one. What else was I gonna say? You guys, y'all that's emailing me, give me a minute, you guys, because I'm literally swamped, you guys. That's why I'm like, thank you, Heaven. Yeah, my nails are cute, y'all. But yeah, my emails are like, yeah, really backed up, you guys. So please just be patient with me. I'm getting to you guys as quick as I can, y'all, okay? And then like the video, comment, share it with someone that it will help. I love you guys infinitely. The divine being in me bows to and respects the divine being in you. Love you, Winter, Anais, Heaven, Sherry, Abundant One, Kayla, Simba, Manifestation Magic, Mama K, Natoya. Winter, did I say you, Winter? Libra Love. Oh, Libra Love. I ain't seen you in a while. All right, but anyhow, love you guys. And I will see you guys in a video soon.